Hi, my name is Chaka Bumaye. I have been a targeted individual since 2008. I'm born and raised in Philadelphia, PA, and I'm an Aboriginal native to the country now known as America. Yes, for at least 15 plus years, I have been illegally, systematically, covertly, viciously, electronically attacked and tortured in plain sight and in private for basically rejecting every aspect of the abominable lifestyle. I simply refuse to conform even at the expense of my own life. I simply refuse to conform, period. I am sincere and truthful when I tell you that I have no desire, nor have I ever had the desire, to engage or indulge in abominable behavior. Thus, I haven't, nor will I ever, engage or indulge in abominable behavior physically. Not once in my life. My ex-wife of 20 plus years and my ex-fiance of 8 years can vouch for this statement, and so can all of my children. This is a problem for the people responsible for secretly electronically torturing and gang stalking targeted individuals because they now have to make trouble for the people they pursue in the attempt of breaking the spirit and forcing secret submission. This in turn exposes the people responsible for electronically torturing and gang stalking targeted individuals, making them subject to the law. The people responsible don't want exposure because the law will step in and legally force them to stop secretly electronically torturing innocent people permanently. My life is covertly being threatened verbally by way of voice to skull technology that only I can hear on a daily basis for 15 plus years. They back up the threat with passive aggressive superficial electronic attacks as a superficial warning by way of DEW or directed energy weapons, active denial devices in conjunction with 5G technology. Twice my eyeball was scratched by way of electronic attacks. These tiny scratches on my eyeball are documented on paper via emergency room visit. When I told the doctor I don't wear contacts or glasses and that the attack happened while I was asleep at about 2 or 3 in the morning, he looks at me confused because he can see the cuts but can't explain them. Another attack was at the park. My right calf was severely electronically attacked. I did nothing to cause the injury. At the hospital, the doctors were confused yet again because the injuries wasn't consistent. It was like an abnormal injury that most likely would occur at the Achilles heel, but instead it was in the middle of my calf. Soon after, the people responsible for electronically torturing and gang stalking targeted individuals started to electronically attack my Achilles heel. So soon after I went to the doctor and had him look at my calf, he couldn't explain how I can get it injured in a weird place again. So with that, they started attacking my Achilles heel to try and, you know, yeah. So they are truly they're not owls. They're truly cowardly monkeys infatuated with a shiny red button with no self-control. Covert electronic attacks I endured are done to induce secret heart attacks, strokes, and or aneurysms. My back, where my kidneys and livers are electronically attacked as well. Pinched nerves or kinks in the neck are done by way of electronic attacks too. Knees, private parts, ankles, calves, hips are electronically attacked as well. Even my Achilles heel have been subject to electronic attacks in an attempt to extort me out my own life. These electronic attacks on my legs can cause the targeted individual to walk awkwardly and or lead to cause heart attacks and or strokes and aneurysms. So they're trying to do with me personally. I don't know about the next target individual, but as for me, since I'm pretty thick skinned or whatever, they'll zap shit, and the pain will be intense and it'll be abrupt. And, you know, they use that to make that lead to a heart attack. So they'll keep causing secret, silent, covert pain. Like if you move or if you lift something or something somehow before it didn't happen, now your bones is clicking, you know, or you know, you're feeling weird pain that's extreme that you never felt before, and you've lifted way heavier things before. That's them trying to give you a heart attack. Okay, they're trying to give you a heart attack, and yeah, they deserve to die, and yes, they are murderers. Electronic manipulation of the brain can cause this as well. The people responsible call it Mugu Gaipan. A perfect example of this is when the news reporter becomes frightened and muddles his or her speech live on camera, sometimes even passing out. The people responsible also try to extort me using the electronic pain they cause to try and force me to leave my residence and move to California or New York or anywhere except where I am currently, because it's hard to take advantage of people in the town where the problem first began. Yes, where I'm at here, this whole town, in Salisbury Township, yeah, this all started here, all of this. And there, that's another brain fart. That's that microwave. I'm gotta put the disclaimer in so that you, when that happens, or you see other people doing that, that's done with their machine. Um, yeah, this is where it all started. I'm going to get more in depth with that. But there were three times I was able to leave, and they got in the way all three times with their covert madness. And I think the police was in on it too. But I was able to leave. Uh, they stopped me from leaving by stealing my CDL license. They stopped me from leaving again. Uh, and then they stopped me from leaving here because, like years ahead, we planned on leaving the state, me and my ex-fiance. And we was gonna, I paid off a lot of her bills and she promised to pay me back. And I knew, and we agreed that with that money, we was just gonna leave together. And she decided not to leave, but she was still going to give me my money. I said, okay, well, you give me my half and I'll leave. But she reneged on that too, and I would think that she was influenced by the people she was around, or you know, same old same, to try and keep me here. But they see that this is better for me than being in a relationship in the house with my ex-wife and kids. I'm more productional. I'm more productive here. You know, I'm more productive. So in this place, I get more done. There's no one to bother me. There's no one to get in my way except these creepy neighbors and the gang stalkers and the people responsible for electronically attacking people. They regret that, putting me in here and stopping me from leaving three times. But it's too late. The motive seems to be surrounded around forcing me to join a faction the people responsible controls, like the Masons or the Eastern Stars or the Saturn cult or the entertainment industry. The people responsible have tried to manipulate me into sacrificing loved ones I cherish and protect and hold dear, like my children, my mother, even my baby's mother, and even my closest kin, like my twin cousins whom I grew up with and care for greatly. I simply won't hurt them or allow them to be hurt, and that's on my life. So yeah, they've been in my head. They'll put pictures. They'll try to put us against each other. And they'll try to have me hurt them or do things in a fashion where I can't trust them. So my like you know, oh they're gonna sacrifice me or some old satanic weird stuff. You know, I don't believe it, and you know they do what they do, and I do what I do. Okay, I'm loyal to my people, to the people I love and care about. I'm loyal to them to the bitter end. I've been blessed, you know, to the point to where I know I've been blessed, and I appreciate it, and I'm by being content with my blessings. So I don't seek out hurting or doing all kinds of weird stuff. because I know the blessings I received is, wow, it's worthy to thank. Okay, so I'm very appreciative at the gifts I've been given. So I don't seek out hurting people and stuff like that. I'm content with my work. I'm content with keeping myself busy, honing my craft. So it's very difficult for them to put me against my peoples or to make me believe my peoples are against me. Now, what they do is their business. Even if they was on some weird stuff, I still would not be. So it's difficult for them, and I'm glad to make it difficult for them. In fact, I'd like to take this time right now to decree that if I, under any circumstances, flip-flop, develop Stockholm Syndrome, become a hypocrite, or go back on my word to not join the people responsible for electronically torturing and gang stalking innocent people, not to sacrifice anybody or cause harm to myself, but to only avenge, defend, and protect the people I care for, to sincerely, true, and truly reject male and female abominable sexual behavior, as stated in the Bible under Corinthians chapter 6, verses 9 through 11, using words like malakoi, and I'm just going to spell it, and then I'm going to put the clip in there so that you can hear the pronunciation, because I can't pronounce this word. It's Arenokita.
Arsenokoipes. Arsenokoipes. Arsenokoipes.
Heads up, if you hear Chakabumaye or any targeted individual slur their speech, suddenly become silent in the middle of a sentence, speak complete gibberish while losing consciousness, suddenly looks shell-shocked and or take long pauses while in the middle of a sentence trying remember the thought before the sentence began is definitely being bombarded by directed energy weapons, synthetic telepathy, voice-to-skull technology, microwaves, electronic harassment, extremely low frequency, HARP, and other forms of mind control. Beware and know your surroundings. This is real and it's happening now. Don't be a part of the problem, stay out the way or help expose and bring the people responsible to justice.
This all started when I was paroled to the residence of 238 Mountain Park Road, Salisbury Township, Allentown, Pennsylvania, 18100 something. My ex-wife found the place while I was inside, or while I was locked up. The place is high on a hill, some small ranch. When I stepped out into the front yard, to my immediate left was a white male, and he was taking out the trash. I assumed it was a neighbor and ignored him, basically. I was frustrated being on that mountain, unable to leave, and it was already hard enough to find a job. My ex-wife did not help the situation at the time, and we had been arguing and fighting a lot. So when the neighbor asked how I was doing, I asked him the same question, kind of with an attitude, but I was in no mood to talk to anybody. I couldn't hide my frustration, so the way I said it was kind of harsh. You know, to the right of that house were the people, the Ziegler's house. These people would shoot off guns in the middle of the night, scaring the children that was in the house. Then our car mysteriously broke down due to sabotage. Our oatmeal was spiked with poison, and it was done by the neighbors in that neighborhood. That's my phone. So you go ahead and you Google Map 238 Mountain Park Road, Salisbury Township, Allentown, Pennsylvania, and you see the people that surround it. Now, I'm not going to make this up or target or put a telescope on people or magnifying or microscope on people that ain't done nothing to me. That's instant karma, right? So what I'm telling you is actually true. This actually did happen. And you would have kids on four-wheelers. This is 2008. These white kids on four-wheelers with these skull masks on, trying to intimidate me. And I would confront them, and they would just drive by. Like, if you're gonna do something, I'm right here. They wouldn't do nothing. I would be wondering what the fuck is all this about. And slowly I figured out it's a victimization type of thing. It's to bring down your frequency, it's to bring down your vibration, it's to make you scared. I wasn't scared. I get angry, and I started seeking revenge. So, that's how that shit went. They thought they were scaring me, but really it was just encouraging me to seek revenge, basically. 38 Mountain Park Road, Salisbury Township, Pennsylvania is where I officially found out that I am truly Shaka Bumaye, is a true targeted individual. And started it, my children started saying weird things they never said before in ominous, foreboding tones. Yeah, I'm sure some of you know what I'm talking about. Um, my ex-wife became more unraveled and afraid for reasons I had no clue. She was just wilder and wilder and wilder, and I just could not control anything that was going on. I was and still am being bombarded with extreme low frequency voice to skull technology, synthetic telepathy, gang stalking, noise campaigns, and social sabotage on a daily basis for 15 plus years. I need a lawyer. I need a lawyer. I need a lawyer. I need a lawyer now. I need a lawyer yesterday. I need a lawyer in 2008. I need a lawyer. I need a lawyer that isn't afraid of these people. I need a lawyer that has dealt with this kind of stuff and won, because what I'm telling you is absolute truth. I do have the documentations from the visit at the emergency room. I am being electronically attacked and gang stalked even in this building on this floor. I have footage of the neighbor here walking past wearing female clothing trying to entice me. What? Yeah. Um it's insane, bro. This whole floor has turned into a weird circus I have nothing to do with. I don't even leave this place. Um, but I need a lawyer, and I need a lawyer ASAP.
Directed energy weapons, synthetic telepathy, voice-to-skull technology, microwaves, electronic harassment, extremely low frequency, HARP, and other forms of mind control apparatus can also bring on severe or even fatal shortness of breath, flat-out asphyxiation, blurry eyesight, even weird smells. The people responsible are so obsessed with mind control that they will stop you from sneezing. The people responsible need to be exposed, exploited, and destroyed, just like they are trying to do to many other targeted individuals.
I am only a member of the Aboriginal Native family of what is called America. There might be a pinch of Creole, but majority is I'm an Aboriginal Native of what is now called America. So my ancestors been here, my great grandparents been here, everyone's been here. Um, it's a spiritual thing because even when I went to Seattle, I was still brought back here. Even when went down south, I was still somehow wound up back here. Um, and the way they have done things, stopping me from leaving when I wanted to leave, manipulating people around me to try and keep me to stay here. And then when it's time for me, when I want to leave, they want to keep me here, or um, now I'm going to stay. Now they want me to leave. You see what I'm saying? It's that weird thing. I don't really I don't really care. That's their thing. Whatever. I'm going to do what I want to do because I'm not obligated to do what anybody says. Everything has led to this point. They manipulated my ex-wife. They manipulated my ex-fiance, made them turn against me, and now they can't tell me what to do anymore. You see what I'm saying? I don't have to. I'm not obligated to do what they say or be codependent, basically. Okay. So now every move they make exposes and boxes them into this corner. And yeah, it's like it really is. It's like David and Goliath. You know, what do I have? I'm using guerrilla warfare here. You know, no one's coming to rescue me. I mean, I'm not seeking for anyone to rescue me. I'm sure I can. I have friends and family that I care for that love me, but I'm not going to go to them. I'm a grown man. I deal with my own problems. Okay, I deal with my own situation. If there's something I can't deal with, then maybe I'll contact. But I don't go running. I face my problems, especially when you're innocent, especially when I'm innocent, especially when you're innocent. You don't go running. You don't go starting to be scared of everything. Are you innocent for real? You know? Or are you really what they say you is? Because if you ain't, your frequency will show it. Your vibration will show it. Your aura will show it. Your physiology will show it. Mine show I am completely innocent and vindicated. I have nothing to do with any of this. None of this shit is my fault. And there is people out there like me. And you should know that there are people out there like me so that you don't corrupt them. Instead, you help them. Keep, don't subject another innocent person, to what's corrupted you. You know it's bad. Do you need more people out there that's corrupted and messed up? Don't you need more people that's actually trying to ascend in spirit and in mind? Like, seriously, have you ever seen anybody that was really on the path that wasn't some fake guru with a long white beard bullshitting, but telling you what to do, but on the side he's impregnating white women? You ever seen anybody that's truly on a path like that? Because I'm truly on that path, and I know I'm not the only one. So I really need to send this out there and let you know that there are people like me out there that that is simply disgusted with the filthiness that's everywhere. They can't handle the group of people or being around their low vibration, and is glad to be away from them and won't take a shower for about 30 minutes. You know, these people have this idea in their head that we need them, like we want their friendship, like we want their love, and they are extremely wrong. I personally consider you extremely filthy. You're extremely bad to be around. Anytime you open your mouth or even exhale, it's a low vibration. I don't want to be around that anymore. I don't want to be around people like that. I want to stay at a high vibration. I want to be aware, not woke. I want to be aware, not woke. Let me say it again. I want to be aware, not woke. That woke stuff, do away with that. I don't even understand that. But they try to put that on us too. As I said, I'm an Aboriginal native to what is now known as America. My ancestors were here. I might have a pinch of Creole, and that's where all this comes from. This reddish stuff. But my ancestors that are Aboriginals of what is now known as America, they black. They black, 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 black. And they've been here before Columbus. They've been here before anybody. They look like me. They might have a little bit of a high hue, but this is low. This is darker. This is darker than olive. Okay, so um, okay, Native family, what is now known as America, might be a pinch of Creole, but that's neither here nor there. As I said, I need a lawyer. This is not a scam. This is not gaslighting. This is not a bullshit. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm not trying to convince you of anything. I'm not trying to get you to like me. Nothing. This is for those that are going through this kind of stuff like I'm going through. If you're going through what I'm going through, you understand, and you're sick of it. Yeah, no hidden agendas, no affiliations, no nepotism. So, not related to any of those people. My lineage has nothing to do with those people. You know, I'm not going to start that kind of behavior. So, if it continues, if it's going to be something else, then I'm the last that didn't make babies and marry outside of my race, or went to Hollywood to impregnate women, or New York to sleep with R&B rap singers or whatever. No, that's going to be someone outside the scope of my view if it happens. It's not going to come from me. Both of the women that I've had children with are black, 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 black. Their parents are black like my parents are black. Their great grandparents are black like my great grandparents are black. Now, I'm not sure about my ex fiance, but I think that was kind of a honeypot, but whatever. My ex wife, however, that was something divine. Our meeting was divine. That was, yeah, that was divine. Um, so yeah, I have no hidden agendas, no secret affiliations, and there's no nepotism here. I am a real targeted individual. I am a real Aboriginal native of what is now called America. My name and birth date is outside of gematria. So the people responsible for electronically torturing and gang stalking targeted individuals want me to change my name and birth date to fit the gematria man-made system so that the people responsible can almost legally play God with my life. But of course, I wholeheartedly, 100% refuse to conform. Okay. When that's, I wrote this. They've been doing a whole lot of electronic attacking over here with me. I get brain farts, zaps on my back. They are going through it over my ass. They are really going around for me. They're pulling out the stops. And I know you probably like scratching your head like, but if you was to sit around me for any significant amount of time, you're gonna know. You're gonna see it and you're gonna be like, I don't know if I should help this dude or get away from him because they are really trying to attack and get this guy. They really are. Um, they're not going to get anything from me, of course. It's all for nothing as far as their end. This is going to vindicate me, and this is going to help me. And their antics against me, it just turns back on them, and in turn empower me. This isn't my plan. I'd rather be drawing my superheroes, um, and raising my children and teaching them how to draw and do architectural stuff better than I do. Unfortunately, um, that wasn't the case. And I think it was an act of saving my life because if I was to be a part or find myself being a part of what is now going on with no way out, I would definitely humbly state an online situation where I can tell you why I'm doing it, and I will build the guillotine online, and I will literally put weights on the metal, put my own head in my own contraption, and do away with my own self. If I was to somehow get myself into uh, a detrimental relationship or make bad bedfellows outright with these people, that's not going to happen now. That's out of the question now, of course. But if I was before and found myself in it now, yeah, I couldn't deal with it. So, you know, I consider that, I call who I call Supreme Clean. Uh, I want to thank, and I shouldn't even put this in here, so I won't say that. But yeah, I wouldn't be able to handle it if I signed on the dotted line, signed my soul away, signed my life away to some dress wearing, you know, psychopaths that can't control their emotions. You know, I would never do that. So that's not going to happen now. So I can basically say this because there's no turning back for me. Yeah, these are t-shirts that I made. I don't know if you can peep the scene. This isn't for people that want to be a part of this world, as far as superficial world that is here with this filth and pretending that everything is all right and you're having a ball. You know, you're in a polygamous relationship, but you know you didn't sacrifice your kid to get to that. You know, to have those kinds of things even happening, you're going to have to get, without them meddling, you're going to have to get their permission, and they're white. They're white. Now, yes, I believe that there is a conglomerate going on. Like these people have merged together, and yes, there's Asians, blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, but the top of this group are Italians and Jewish people. And I think, and they're centered around this Hollywood type of thing, and they've come together to form a great big abominable mafia, a biblical abominable group of people. So when I say biblical abominable, you know where I'm getting at. Corinthians, Leviticus. I don't need to go further. So yeah, I think they've formed this whole big thing, and you know it's a pyramid, and at the top is them, and at the bottom, but they all act on the same thing. So you'll see them in a polygamous thing, and you're like, wow, wish I could have 3 wives, and then you know, and then you find out that you know you hear the voice, the skull, then stop thinking. Don't think no more. You see what I'm saying? So you know they give themselves away because they tell you what to do to get what they have, and you first have to stop the process of thinking. You see what I'm saying? That's hell. Okay. Um. Or there's or they'll put the picture of of someone you care about in your head, and then some a song will come on that's a gangster song about hurting loved ones. You see what I'm saying? Stuff like that. They'll come at you in weird ways to let you know, well, if you want this, then you need to do this. So you see those polygamists, and they're really what, Satanist or whatever, Saturn leaner or whatever they are. I don't know. I'm not interested in that stuff. But to get them out, you have to kind of know because you want them gone. So you kind of got to get in there and know what the hell's going on so you can present it to the lawyer and in truth and legally, permanently get them out. Get them out of your head, get them out of your private space, get them out of your private bubble, get them out of your private community, get them out of your private town. Okay? You're going to have to find out who they are, where they are, what they're doing, who they're related to. Okay? And find out those intimate details. Not to be friends, you know? Not to get to somehow develop Stockholm syndrome. I believe that's for children and women. Okay. And grown men, we don't get no Stockholm syndrome. We're always reminded who wronged us. And we're going to always want revenge. So, um, yeah, that's where we're at now. And I'm going to end it off there. I'm Shaka Boomaye. and I'm a targeted individual. I need a lawyer. I need one yesterday. I need one today. I need one that's not afraid. And I need one that has the experience of getting rid of these people. Social sabotage. If a woman is interested in me, if I'm interested in the lady, they'll zap them. And they'll zap them bad. I've seen them. You'll see the woman, he's actually, I'll be looking at her booty. Wow, that's a fat butt. Wow. Sure like to, you know. And she'll jump out of her skin. Woo! Ow! She ain't even noticed me looking at her. But ow! What the hell? And she looks at me looking, I'm like, oh, they zapped her. She starts shaking her head. I don't want to deal with that. You see, she knows what it is. They scared. And so they do that. They do that social sabotage because and the lady that is sick of the filth in spirit is going to seek another spirit that is sick of the filth. And my frequency and vibration draws the nature in. So they naturally going to be drawn to me as I'm naturally drawn to them because I'm sick of the filth. They're sick of the filth. They don't want to admit that they're sick of the filth, but they're sick of it. And so the connection happens and it's natural. So what do the people responsible do? They use their apparatuses, they use their electronic devices, they use their gang stalking to sabotage the social situation that would probably lead to babies, marriage, dating, all these good stuff. They get in there and they sever that and put something else in there as far as the things you see as the transgenders in your school teaching kids and stuff like that. You see, instead of the natural thing going on, they'll sabotage that with their electronic devices and their gang stalkers and all of that. And in its place, as soon as I leave the grocery store or wherever that event happened, right away, speeding down the block, there's some pink Honda. You see what I'm saying? And out comes abominable people, basically. And of course, I'm already turned the corner and jogged away because I'm not going to be around that. But that's a real life example of what I'm going through specifically, personally. They will get in there and they will send their subordinates and their crash dummies out. They will do it immediately. Um, Based off of just that alone, literally, it's really fucking crazy. And I'm trying to get the footage to show you for proof, and I'm getting it. I have some stuff. But they really go out like that. They really do things like that. They will zap and hurt that lady. They will zap and hurt the woman. Trying to keep me isolated because they know I don't pulsate on their nastiness. I pulsate on ascension and cleanliness, so it draws women to me right under their nose, and I'm drawn to them on a natural standpoint. It can't be helped. Nature's involved, so it can't be helped. It's gonna happen. So they know this. So what they do is okay, he's up. There's another one. They know, and they start fucking with her. They start messing with her and messing with me, or they'll start putting our thoughts in each other's heads through synthetic telepathy. Just making it unbearable and making it say, all right, never mind. They do things like that. They go all out over Chakabumaya, and no oaths, no pledges, nothing, nothing. Okay. If I am an artist, yes, and I'm a writer and all these things, but I'm not. My work won't have my name on it. My work will have a stage name on it. The only way you'll know it's my work is through style, but it's really for kids and risque comic books. It's stuff that you know you might not be a part of. It's just what I love to do. I'm not seeking fame or fortune. It's just what I love to do. It's a blessing that I appreciate. And so do I can use it to help, and I probably will, but it's not going to help the people that are messing people up. I'm trying to empower people as such as myself. So those are the people that I want to relate to and identify with. People that are sick of this filthiness. And they feel like they by themselves because everybody around them is filthy as hell. You see, those are the folks that I identify with because that's how I feel. But I know I'm not the only one. So yeah, they're in my ear with this voice to go, just leave and all this other weird stuff. Let me show you how I live. You would think they'd be satisfied with the squalor. This is me. I don't have to believe. I'm not obligated to do what they say. But yet they really bitching about me doing what they say after they stopped me from leaving 3 times outright. I think they even threatened my ex-fiance to not give me the money that she was going to give me. I think they threatened her because we made this. She was like, okay, I'm staying, but you can go. I'll give you money. Like, cool. I started packing. She never gave me my money. After my pops passed, I just stayed here. I figured, reality hit me. It's like, I'm not obligated to anybody. Um, the people that I am obligated to help and do right by, they're too scared of this machine. They're too scared of this synthetic telepathy, voice to skull technology, extremely low frequency. They scared of it. They don't want to be around it. But I have to fight because they're stealing my work. They're disrupting my life. So I gotta fight. I have to protest. Or they're gonna just keep taking till there's nothing left. So I have to fight. None of this is my fault. So this is 12/23/2023. Wow. I wrote this yesterday. But yeah, this is where it is now. Shaka Boom I am sign off. I need a lawyer and no compliance, no compromise.